Let's go.
Hey, I got a few great updates for you. But before then, I just want to let you know that I'm not leaving anything on the table. Not leaving anything behind. When I was 14 years old, my family had to regroup. We moved back to my grandmother's house on the west side of Chicago. We called it the Big House. Before that, my home on the south side was my refuge. That's where I drew, I imagined, I built things. When we moved, I lost my dog, our dog, my artwork, and a lot of early dreams and ideas, stuff like cars that could fly or cars like the Chevy Avalanche you guys, some of us drove. But I drew all those ideas, and I lost all that great artwork, and I feel like I had left something on the table. So I've determined in life right now, I'm leaving nothing on the table. I'm not leaving anything behind of all the gifts and talents I've been blessed with to share with the world. And now I'm asking the world to join in with me as we build a game together. And this esports game isn't just a game. It's a doorway for kids to get inspired by reading, math, and science. And you and I will see it together that the new future of esports starts with scholastic esports. And this is us going on a journey together. So we're not leaving anything behind. Family and teams. We just completed the spring Steam XR Sports League for Montgomery County and for some of our other clients. That league had a number of different kids in the program, and they were getting points doing brain games, playground games, and esports. So that league is finished. Now we're moving from Steam XR Sports League to Ocean Bowl League. So in the Ocean Bowl League, it's time to get ready for Ocean Bowl games or an Ocean Bowl Fest. Let's talk about that. My team and I have partnered with Virginia Tech now for the last 2 or 3 years. So shout out to Dr. Pamela Gilchrist and Haley over there, assistant director. I think she's working on her doctorate program. So thanks for working with us on this great event. And it's called the Virginia Tech Steam Esports Fest because they will be doing some learning about aeronautics, and they'll be building a paper airplane and having a gamified competition with that paper airplane. They're going to throw it as far as they can, see how much it flies in the air, and then they're going to measure the distance. And then we're going to give an award for the longest distance. So we've used this same kind of curriculum and program since Ocean Bowl Games 1 up in Baltimore with 24 kids. And that's on our Steam XR Sports and eSports YouTube. But after they finish the brain game with that part, then we'll run a Kahoot-like quiz to assess how much aeronautics information and knowledge they've acquired. And then we're using those points on the leaderboard to determine who's in this esports tournament part of the game. And that's going to be featuring AquaBall League. And the kids would have earned team power-ups in doing that. So the award ceremony will be immediately after that. Looking forward to Dr. Gilchrist or somebody from Virginia Tech will be handing out scholarships to some of their wonderful STEM-based programs and curriculum and opportunities they have there at the Virginia Tech Innovation. If you're ready to have a great time with a great summer field trip for your kids, if you are a school or rec or group leader of a youth corps and you're doing some summer camp and you don't know about Ocean Bowl games, you better ask somebody. Check out Ocean Bowl Games, all that great footage. The hat is on, the logo's there. Let's go. Ocean Bowl Fest, that is correct. It's Ocean Bowl Fest in Baltimore. That's going to be July 17th. That's a Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's going to be at the IMET. And then you got Ocean Bowl Games. Our National Steam XR Sports Championship will be held with our partners at universities at Shady Grove and Rockville on July 23rd and 24th. All right, stay tuned. I'll come back with more information. All right, I told you I'm not leaving anything on the table. I got so much good music, sound effects, you name it, from all the sound designing and supervising I've been doing, that I'm going to put out an official Ocean Bowl soundtrack for that's going to have some AquaBall League game music on it and so forth. Stuff like, no, that's just a little bit something, but I got to give it up for the one track that I'm really digging right now. This is we ain't playing out here, and I got to play it. All these soundtracks, including our favorite soundtrack in the world, Ocean Bowl, will all be on this soundtrack. So stay tuned. I will make the announcement when it's available through all your major distribution channels like Spotify and so on and so on. It's time for our AquaBall League just status update. And I'm just very, very elated that my team and I, we've been working very hard. And that's Justin Graves. And we've been working in the trenches, y'all. We've been cooking. We've been staying up late, getting up early, working weekends, doing tons of play testing and working and then showing the game off to kids. And AquaBall League is very fun. I'm telling you, the kids are just super excited about it. Parents just get shocked about a video game that's intentionally designed to promote reading, math, and science. And we just tell them it's more than just a game. It's a educational, entertainment play. As of March 2026, the grant version was sent in. Our next big milestone is the public demo version, which you then will be able to go out to the Steam Valve website to download that demo version. And it's going to be fully playable, meaning it's going to have both sports mode and adventure sport mode, but mostly focus on the sports mode where you are splashing around and scoring goals. And again, it's a local couch co-op, meaning I myself want to just sit, on a couch. It's not a multiplayer online yet. That's a future release, 2026. I mean, like early access, inner circle version. That's going to be one of those versions where people who support us very early will get access to some of our special tournaments and events, swag, anything we can do to, make it edutaining. Because y'all know, those who know me know I love a great edutaining time. We do a very good job of gamifying an activation or an exhibition. So we got a lot of, cons coming up like MomoCon, DreamCon. Yes, we're going to be at all these. I'm going to make another special announcement where I'm going to focus on that a little bit later. We have the Founders version. The Founders version is definitely one of those ones where you can support and then even get more access to some of our special wallpapers, graphics. You can even get your character in the game. That's correct. I'm going to talk about that very shortly, about how your kids can get inspired to go do science research about marine biological animals and mammals and species, and learn how to, come up and critically think about how that player or that marine champion will play in the video game. And then you can submit that character to the ABL team. ABL, of course, is short for AquaBall League. And then they could be in the game. So get in the game. So that's a quick roadmap update. Who's ready to dive in? Who's ready to get ABL loaded onto their PC, their Xbox? So here's our current roadmap. The chevrons are indicating what's our plan. Steps 1, 2, and 3 as far as the release schedule. We're going to release onto the Steam Valve network. It's, Steam Valve, they got a lot of money. Steam Valve, we can't wait till they release their new gaming console and frame XR goggles. I mean, we're going to be making sure you can play AquaBall League in that virtual or metaverse space, and it's going to be so fire, so dope. But we're going to release on Steam Valve on all these major releases first, and then I'm going to release on Epic Games Store, especially the early access, the demo version. So that's the whole idea, is to do the public demo versions. Then we're hoping to lock in our relationship with Microsoft, so we could then hit our major milestones here to get it released onto Xbox. But last but not least, is definitely not released, is that we will build and release our official open source version, so we can kick off for the fall our Steam esports programming for e-gaming development. That way our kids can learn how to develop their marine champions. They would not only go through our Steam It flow, which I'll talk about very shortly, and draw a mock-up and a prototype of the character, but then we'll teach them about video game development. We'll teach them how to get that, model that character, because they're more than likely drawing that character as a 2D character first. And then we're going to show them how we sometimes build mock-ups and prototypes, which you'll see in the demo. I had a lot of fun with the kids, showing them how we use sometimes Google Gemini or one of these other tools for generative AI to take our 2D sketches or characters and then create better looking vision board-like character, so we can work on that character. So that is the plan, is to develop a school or rec or youth organization version that is open source, that we'll have on our gaming laptops that schools and other organizations can purchase. And then when we're running programming, we'll be doing video game development programming and teaching kids how to develop game assets. And those game assets, then we'll show them how they can make money. Like, hey, you build a nice asset, maybe Steam Your Dreams or maybe Creative Mindset Productions or some of our other friends may purchase that marine champion or asset, and that could be some money. I know a lot of people don't know this, but Fortnite allows you to create your own maps. And those maps, we got a couple of developers in developing game studios that's just specialize in doing that, and they make millions of dollars. So, and you got Minecraft, you got all these wonderful different video game titles that you can develop your own video game assets. So we're going to be teaching the kids about that in our special Steam Esports program. And of course, for intermediate and more advanced, we'll also have Steam Esports Production, how to produce e-gaming and esports events and tournaments. So that is the reason why we must have this special open source version of our code that we're going to allow to be available and on a lot of our gaming laptops, that then schools and other organizations and rec centers can purchase. And then that way, when we come in to run programming, or we can do professional development and teach other persons how to do that programming, that would be an option. So we're super excited about rolling that out definitely for this year. We already piloted this year and it was very successful, but because ABL is getting updated, I wanted to make sure that we have a better official version that allows them to do that. So shout out to the rest of the team. Let's talk about exactly what that looks like about when we have kids steaming it. Now, what do I mean by getting in the game? Get in the game. AquaBall League, we inspire the kids to special programming, whether through just 1 hour activation or full 8-week programming, to steam it, use the Steam It flow. It's a framework and workflow where we're asking the kids, if they want to get their marine champion in the AquaBall League video game, esports title, then they will have to, 1, do their research. Once they've done their research, tell us what kind of technology you would use. And definitely when you're building that character, or critically thinking through that character, use your imagination and creativity to engineer how that character is going to move, what kind of speed, what kind of stamina, what kind of abilities will that marine champion have. last but not least is art. You know, I love to draw and paint, play music. So we asked the kids to start thinking through a lot of wonderful ways that you can get their audience or people to like and love their character. And I got some special prototypes and mock-ups developed by some wonderful, beautiful kids. Let's go check it out. One of our first clients that ever gave us a shot to work with them was the City of Baltimore's public schools and Parks and Rec. So shout out to the wonderful team and staff because they saw not only the vision, but they saw the execution, the quality, the service. And we had a great opportunity this past week. And I'm going to create a special post and have a team create a special post around some of that footage, especially how we're going to ask the public to vote on some of these Marine champions. But we went to spring break and had a great time with the kids. Let's go check out, see it, and shout out to all the different rec centers. Medfield, Woodhome, Locust Point, and Ella Vale. So, Ella Vale, I think I got that right. I'm going to clean it up if I can find it. But let's go see
characters for the game. I'm going to use my imagination and creativity. We did this earlier at Medfield. One of the kids at Medfield brought me, she told me her picture, she drew a big blue whale, and then Coach Ali, you told me he wanted to be Michael Jordan with the
tongue out like a thumb.
So I'm going to create another character. I'm going to take two pieces of artwork. I'm going to take her artwork. That's a shark. But what I said was Ocean World or Eden, 5 years old, and her family of 4, African American mixed family. They are eating huge giant rainbow cookie. That's misspelling. A thrasher shark comes along with a mean face to try to steal the cookie.
I'm coming around.
I got Nugget.
Hey, you got Nugget.
I got Nugget to run.
Happy Good Friday to everybody. And we've come to the tail end of this great update. I hope that you stuck around to watch every single bit, and I appreciate it. And thank you for the community, the service, and the love and support. I really do. So much so that you're probably wondering, man, how did getting all this done? Well, we just partnered with Tim and Wayne and Rachel from MGK. Let me tell you about Melanated Game Kitchen. There's a link right here. You see it. You can go check out some of the games they've already built. So in order for us to hit these aggressive milestones that I mentioned earlier, I had to find the right partner. I prayed to God because I was like, of course, Justin and I have been doing majority of the heavy lift. Justin's been doing the coding and some UX, and I've been doing a lot of designing and animation and 3D modeling and character design and all that, and story writing. And it's a lot of different job categories that are going to developing a video game, especially one that is going to change the landscape of educational tech and also esports video game titles. That's why I'm telling everybody, hey, this is a wonderful, awesome opportunity to get involved when it's very early on, to not only see the vision and see the reality, but it is valid. This is valid, and it's certified by kids. We don't have the official logo in here, but it's certified by kids. So shout out to MJK. I met Tim at MagFest, and he came into the room thanks to Dr. Javon Gord. That's right, I'm already putting doctor in front of your name. I met Tim, and then Tim introduced me to Wayne, and then Wayne and them and Rachel, we got together with Justin on a call. The synergy was there, and they loved the general gameplay and mechanics. And they were like, yeah. And I told them we need someone to help start polishing up and improving the game mechanics. And they said, yeah, heck yeah, we down. So they started getting in the kitchen to cook with us. So the roles and responsibility is MGK is a cooperative, and I like to work in a cooperative space. Blame it on my production skills, but it really is about building a wonderful, cool game to release to the public. So shout out to MGK for coming aboard so they could help us to be a video game expertise, to bring their many years of producing many game titles out there. And I'm going to tell you more about them a little later. Hopefully I will have them on for an interview very soon so you can get to know them too, and know that we are family, and we're building one of the coolest games ever, the coolest educational and entertainment platform ever. All right, so super excited about having them. Hey, thanks for watching. Again, I'm Roman Sudan with Creative Mindset Productions, and I'm also the founder of our nonprofit organization that does all the programming around in the Baltimore and the DMV area. And I'm just excited to continue to bring updates and build community. So definitely subscribe, follow, like, comment on our YouTube channel, our best channel to check out our body of work. We have multiple ones, but Steam XR Sports, STEAM XR Sports. And you'll see all the impact that we've been doing for the last 5 years. Yes, this is our 5th year, our 6th year, but this will be our 5th Ocean Bowl games coming up. And I'm definitely can't wait to give you more greater updates about that in our next post. Thank you so much. See you later. Steam your dreams.